Are those your shoes?
Those are my shoes. I made them. They're the ones I'm wearing now.
You handmade those?
I handmade these. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
I even put the Nike logo on the back.
They gave me some On running shoes. That's what I'm wearing.
Yeah, dude.
The collabs.
They offered me those.
I was like, fuck yeah. That's the difference between us. They're like, it's like Roger Federer's brand. And they gave me them for free. I was like, fuck yeah.
You got to keep them?
Yeah. 10.
Give me them. Give me them.
I'm not giving them to you. I'm keeping them. They're sick.
You're never going to wear them. Give them to Ryan.
Give them to me.
Give them to Ryan.
Give them to me.
I'm going to let them sit in my closet.
Yeah.
And collect dust.
So we get invited to this Loewe event. And, we're dripped the fuck out. But in order for us to get these outfits, we had to go meet with some of their, some people from the brand to style us. My outfit on that day, it stood out here. And it stood out most places I go because I don't typically wear monochrome white or like colors like that. Then I go to the Edition Hotel and I hop out and I give my keys to the valet and I notice immediately, hey, nice color palette, my guy. Hope the rest of the employees don't look like this. And then I go into the hotel and I'm like, fuck me. I look like I work here. And I know this because the employees keep looking at me and they keep double taking. But they're not double taking like they know me. They're double taking like, did that guy start? Did he start here today? Who is that?
New valet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thankfully the pants had like loops and cargo pants on them, so that was kind of giving it away. But so then
Guests of the hotel are throwing you their keys?
Yeah, borderline. Oh. So I go up to the check-in desk and I'm waiting to speak with someone. And the employees keep looking at me and then looking back down at their computers. And I'm like, I don't want to have to fucking tell them I don't work here. Okay. So I just kind of stand my own. I'm like, I'm going to fucking wait here till someone says some shit to me. And there's a guy behind me. And then one of the employees looks around me and goes, I'll take you right here, sir.
And you're like,
I'm like, the fuck? So then this guy walks ahead of me and it's a very clear thing. None of the guests were wearing white. They're all wearing dark colors. They're all wearing black and blue. It was such an obvious contrast that I'm like, of course this would happen. So then this guy goes around me and I'm like, the fuck? Who's this dude? And then he checks in and then he turns around and starts heading to the elevator and he walks in front of me and I'm like, oh, it's Sean Evans. It was like a weird thing where I'm like, I think I'm going to end up in the elevator in a second, so I'll just say what's up to him then. So I walk up to the guy. I'm like, hey, I'm here I got to get to the suite number of this. He's like, oh, just take the elevator up. I'm like, cool. I hop in the elevator. I walk up to Sean. I'm like, Sean. And he looks at me kind of bewildered. I'm like, Noel. And it's like tiny. That's all I say is tiny. And he goes, oh my. He's like, dude, I thought that was you. Oh, I was like, this guy kind of looks like he works here, so I didn't say anything. So then we get to the floor. I have to get off, and I step off the floor, and he's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here for a fashion, and the elevator shuts on me. I just clocked in. That's what I should have said.
Yeah.
I just clocked in, so that's what I get for trying to wear a fucking vest.
Right before the doors close, his keys come flying out at you in the head.
Have it ready for me. It was funny when I went up and they handed me the varsity jacket. They're like, we can put it in a bag. I'm like, I'll wear it down. Because it fit.
That's good.
It looked good with the outfit. And I'm like, I'm wearing this shit down. And I wore it out.
And the party was fun.
It was fun. We saw Doja.
Yeah.
Shout out Doja.
Partying with her till like 2.
Yeah, me and Alina were falling asleep. I found that one couch upstairs. I'm like, I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah.
I just planted.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, parties like that, it's like, fashion parties are so different than the normal, typical LA shit.
I
feel like you see a lot of influencers when you're out and stuff like that, but the fashion parties is like entirely different, and everyone looks way cooler because everyone's wearing like experimental shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like people from Paris
Yeah. Really experimental shit like varsity jackets.
Yeah, exactly. No, I meant like the people that actually work in fashion.
Yeah, yeah. No,
You know?
definitely. There were some insane fits that night.
Seriously.
And I was telling Alina, like, you know who all the models are.
Yeah.
They just have crazy ass looks.
You know who I fucking sat beside? We're sitting in this booth, like the corner one by the bar, and there's two guys just sitting there.
I already know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
And what did I tell you?
No. I just know.
He like
There wasn't that many people.
Yeah, there wasn't that many people there, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go for a smoke or something like that." And I had just like introduced myself because we had sat at that table first, left, and then we came back and was like, "Hey, fellas, like we're back." Blah blah blah. Met the two guys, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm James," and then the other guy said his name, and then they like left to go smoke a cigarette. And he left his camera or something. I was like holding it, and he came back, and he was like, "Oh, that's mine." And I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry, man." And I give it back to him. And as he's leaving, I'm like, "Wait, that was fucking James Blake." And Kelsey was like, "Yeah, you didn't know that?" And I was like, "No." Well, who did you think I was gonna say?
I'll tell you in a second, but that's hilarious.
Fucking crazy.
I just noticed Denzel Curry and Thundercat.
Yeah. I saw them walking too.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Just
cool.
chilling. Yeah. I didn't realize Denzel had grown his hair back out. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh. What? Oh. It was just one of those. Took me a second.
Celebrities,
Celebs, dude.
fucking brushing shoulders.
Well, hey, shout out Doja. She that was a pretty surreal thing. She was like walking up the stairs, and as she's walking upstairs, I just, her security guard's in front of her, and I just kind of like look, and she looks at me, and her face is very like kind of friendly gesture towards me or expression, and I'm like, hey, and she clears her security guard. She's like, oh my God, Noel, hi, you're so funny, and walked away, and I was like,
Had you never met her before?
I've not met her
Oh,
before.
wow.
Yeah, so I was like, that was cool.
Yeah,
Preach.
she's cool, man.
Love your muse. My girl loves your muse too.
Love your muse.
Yeah.
Love your muse. You're my muse.
Yeah,
Sorry.
muse.
No, you're not. Your music is my muse.
No, it was cool.
Bald bros.
Doll bros.
Fuck,
is
sorry.
what I said.
Baldies.
Yo, we're both bald. Oh, you know who's there?
Who?
Fucking the hotel manager from the first season of White Lotus.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Yeah. Well, pull up that
Damn.
boy.
That's sick.
I was the most geeked about him. I didn't want to say shit though. Murray Bartlett.
Dude, that's wild.
That man was there. He was chilling, and he seemed like a really nice guy.